Yeah, with Cody McCormick here. He was here with Ted Nolan and Jason Daw for a meet and greet earlier. You guys signed autograph. That was a pretty cool event. But what I want to really talk to you about is the Learn to Play program with the Buffalo Sabres. And you guys held a great event at Lecom Harbor Center for some First Nation kids to be able to learn to play. And now that program is on full go at the Cattaraugus territory for the Seneca Nation. So you're a big part of that. Tell us about the event.
The event was great at the Lecom. It was great for the Sabres and them to connect and align to do that day. And with the Learn to Play that Patty Coletta's put together, the environment to bring those kids in and have a chance to play hockey, it was great. Reaching out to these communities and how the Sabres and them have come together for this night, it's amazing to see.
So you grew up in Southern Ontario, but you grew up First Nation. Like, you had probably a different upbringing that I did. So tell us about what you grew up and what it was like.
Well, playing hockey, there wasn't too many Indigenous players, so there was a lot of times you were the only Indigenous player on the team. And growing up, it was something that was in my family, and we were. It was always a conversation when we saw somebody on the ice that played in the NHL and was from First Nations background.
Okay, who did you look up to? Is there anybody in particular?
When I went to junior, there was a player named Jonathan Chichu.
Yeah.
And my dad told me a lot about him while he was growing up. He had to move away at a young age, and he was having a lot of success and had a great career going forward. And I was able to play with him and just kind of watched how he operated at the junior level.
Okay, so what do you do now? Like, I mean, you go on the ice, you do the Learn to Play, you keep yourself busy, you look in great shape. Like, you look like you could still throw it down a little bit on the ice. So what are you up to now?
Well, prior to COVID, I was doing a lot of traveling across Canada and parts of the U.S., and visiting a lot of communities and doing health and wellness talks and hockey clinics, and really just trying to be a role model for them, that I'm a product of where those kids are coming from, and I just want to make sure that they know that I've had success and they could have success too.
So 11 goals in your career. Do you remember all of them, or do you give Razor a little bit of a shot when you guys compare to your stats? Or
we've never had that conversation, right? But 11, I don't know. It probably already saw all the highlights from that time.
No, there was more chances. Maybe the goals, we didn't go through all of them. So, okay, you talk about Patty Coletta, obviously the Learn to Play program. And not only have you done it for the First Nation, but you've been all around the area, Western New York, with the Learn to Play program. What's so rewarding about it?
It's just seeing the kids being able to have that energy, and they go on the ice and there's a lot of smiles and there's a lot of togetherness.
Yep.
And it's people helping people, and you see the older kids helping the younger kids, and it's an encouraging environment.
I know when I was a kid, it was a dream to play in the NHL. I didn't think it was going to be a reality. You probably see the same dream in some of those kids that step on the ice for the first time, right?
Absolutely, and I think it's something that they want to see, and you want to talk about some of the players that have made it from their background, and that was what my parents did when I was growing up, and you'd always know if there was a First Nations player on the ice playing in the NHL, and I just want them to be able to see it and know that they can have that same dream.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, for Native American Heritage Night, Cody, I thank you for being here. And